We're here at the car wash. We have just ended 2025 on a very strong note. We were up 12.5% in total sales as far as the car wash goes, but we've also increased our net income, specifically because we're paying down our loan balance. Took a loan over to buy the car wash. We had a loan also for the equipment, and as we pay those balances down, we continue to make the same payments, but the principal payments go up, so actual net operating income's a little bit higher. We'll check this change machine. We just picked up some new ones from Roman Atwood's Car Wash. I'm not sure that we're going to put any in this car wash. We've got a couple options here at the car wash. I could take the inside operating parts of the machine out and I could put them in one of these shoe changers and essentially use the parts to rebuild. Aaron, my business partner, he bought a new car wash up in Columbus. We had a busy Sunday, not too bad at all. Got several more days this week of business. We took the other $1,000 box and split it up between this car wash and the one in Asheville. So we're gonna have to go through, I'll put some more change in the machine. No, we should just do a collection. Did a collection in 8 days? That's not normal. Let me grab a bucket. We'll just go do that. So we've had a good year overall with the car wash, even though we've had a brand new car wash built a mile and a half from our other one. We're starting to try to figure out and estimate whether or not that's going to have a big impact on our finances. We're just not sure yet. Because of that, we're really considering doing a subscription model. Let me know in the comment section. I'd be kind of interested. If you've seen a car wash doing what we're thinking about doing is doing one price. You can use the self-serve bay or the automatic car wash every month. Unlimited car washes for a month. So we're really considering doing that right now. One of our coaches online, he does something similar to that in his car wash up in Minnesota. And from what I understand, he does very well, but I've not seen anybody in Ohio do that. Look at that, holy goodness. Last time I was here, we found some silver in here. I probably should go, I checked Kitco a little bit earlier today, and these silver quarters, if they're silver, they're $15 a piece right now. It's crazy. Gosh, that's just one day. Man, we're gonna go through and do them all today. We'll see how much money we made. Bane of my existence. We have customers bring in pennies and nickels, and to a lesser extent dimes, and they try to use them in the car wash, and it messes my machine up. So the reason that it does this is when you push the locking plug back in, too often it will push the actual hopper back in, and there's just a part they can the coins can deflect off of this. Run a risk of bouncing. Oh my gosh, that's heavy. It's not full. I mean, this is heavy. That's a 5-gallon bucket. We don't use 5-gallon buckets at the laundromat. It's just, I had one of these filled up one time for fun, just to see if I could get a 5-gallon bucket of quarters, and I threw my back out. I tried yanking it up. It holds 200 pounds worth of quarters. Not lifting with my legs, so I threw my back out. It was one of those, I'll never do that again things. All right, let's see. So that's 2 bays and the first one was 1. But this bay gets more action than either of the other bays individually. Guess what I also have in this bucket? It's today's video sponsor, AG1. I have a lot of kids, as you guys know. I have 5 kids, and it is tough being a dad that has multiple full-time jobs with the 8 separate companies I run and chasing them around. So I need as much energy as I possibly can. AG1 supports my energy to lift these heavy buckets of quarters and keep up with the kids at my house. It's also NSF certified, so you know that the ingredients in it are absolutely the highest quality that's out there. AG1 Next Gen is a daily health drink that's clinically shown to support gut health and fill in many common nutrient gaps. With 75 plus ingredients, including 5 probiotic strains, AG1 replaces the need for a multivitamin, probiotics, and even more. AG1 increases my intake of vitamins on a daily basis, along with minerals and antioxidants. Every day I drink it. Check out today's video sponsor, AG1. Use the link below, or check out the QR code that's on your screen right now to get 3 free AG1 travel packs plus 3 free AGZ travel packs plus vitamin D3, K2, and an awesome AG1 welcome kit with your first subscription order. Big shout out to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. So, been happy with the performance of the car wash. November was an absolutely terrible month. We'd lost, I don't know, probably shouldn't say this on YouTube, but I think we lost like $15,000 in 1 month. Just everything was bad. We pay our bills effectively in arrears. So the utilities, gas, water, electric, trash, you pay for the month before. So we had a really good October. We took quite a bit of money, reinvested it back in the car wash, bought new equipment, bought a lot of spare parts with these pumps and whatnot. We have extra pumps available and so on and so forth. And so we reinvest a lot of money. We didn't expect November to make us nothing. And so we ran backwards. So we had to, we had to dip into the cash reserves a little bit for that month. December was very good. So we're happy about that. I don't know if it's like the snow that we had that's got in here or what. Oh my goodness, it's so slow. Slowly making progress. Oh my goodness. And I spilled quarters everywhere. $677 over the last week. It's probably a little over a week. One of the nice things that we've got going on with the car wash that I don't have going on with the Laundromat is the fact that we have credit card readers. Monex Group has been great to work with. Probably getting some new readers here soon. But the thing is, like, so we've got what, $677, $100 a day in the self-serve. Probably got another almost $100 a day just for credit cards. And the nice thing is with credit cards, I don't have to go back and endlessly refresh coins. I definitely like the ability to do coins and cards. I had a car wash guy really try to push me on getting rid of money at my car washes. And I just can't imagine that a lot of my customers, or many of my customers, would appreciate me taking away their ability to pay. The nickels and the dimes and the pennies in the machine, they kind of suck. I would love to be able to accept them. There's just no really easy way to do that because the timers just won't work with it. The technology is just not there. But I really want to accept more money rather than less money, and having someone give me a very hard sales pitch on, you know, you lose all your money because your employees are thieves. I like them. You're losing all this money because you have to go to collect it. You could get robbed. So far so good. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but really didn't like the sales pitch that I had here the other day. So we've got this money run through.
For a receipt.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, like, when it comes down to the locations, our biggest threat right now is probably the tunnel that just opened. But if we can get ahead of the game and do subscriptions or outmarket them, we'll probably be okay. I've only seen maybe a 20 to 30% decrease in my other wash income. This one seemingly has been unaffected. But our biggest threat on either of these car washes, especially this one, is this crap right here. We're getting at the end of our car wash parking lot lifespan. This part over here is less used than the part over there, but this is in absolutely terrible shape. We're debating on cutting some of these parts out and going to concrete. We've got a company that's come in, the bid's between $35,000 and $50,000 for the parking lot, and I just don't understand why that's in such bad shape. Meanwhile, the rest of it's in really good shape. If you look at these bays, we start with concrete and we go through the end of the lot on out. And this car wash was built in 1992, and the concrete's in fantastic shape, absolutely wonderful shape. So if we went with concrete, it could go another 30 years on the other parts, but it will be a little more expensive. We can treat and seal asphalt, but we don't really know how to do that for concrete, at least effectively. So that's like the biggest thing is, you know, $35,000 to $50,000 for each wash to do on the parking lot. We could go concrete, we could keep pavement. The tunnel's a threat, but not a big one. We're having to redo our trim. We went with these new panels. This was like $12,000 to redo, and now the trim pieces are coming off. So we're going to have someone come in with some metal work and go to metal trim and screw it in with some hidden fasteners. I don't know how much that's going to cost, but like that's the biggest threat and the biggest problem to our business here at the car wash. I'm hoping for a good 2026. We'll see. I'd love to be able to make more money, but with a competitor that's a multi-million-dollar investor that has hundreds of millions of dollars effectively to spend, it might not end up like that. So the other big changes was we went with the Monex readers. We started off with another competing system, and they were only the credit card swipers. We got to the point where a lot of people didn't want to use only swipers due to skimming. So Monex Group came in with these readers. They're pretty decent, have tap to pay, which is a big deal. And just by adding tap to pay, I want to say our revenue went up 5% because a lot of people didn't want to swipe, and because they didn't want to swipe, they did not end up using the car wash. So we're now at a point, we've had the Monex readers for about a year, and we're now looking at upgrading. They've got a new product out now that's a terminal. It's got a nicer touch screen to it, a really great product, and I think our cost on them is going to be overall less than these are. These were good, a lot better than what we had with only the swipers, but now the new ones look to be even better, and we're supposed to be installing those soon, and we'll install them ourselves. With these, we had a company come in and do it. We're just going to do the new swipers ourselves because we think we can do both locations in 4 or 5 hours, which will be a cost savings, and they allow active promotion, so you're allowed to do like QR codes, memberships, things like that. So we're trying to figure out how to integrate those with our payment kiosk. That's been the big expense. Beyond that, it's just a lot of capital expenditures on big pieces of equipment. For instance, we had this sign went down and it was $800. We put a new camera system in, and one of them have already gone out, so they detached the Cat 5 from there. We'll have to get some new cameras soon, but we already put 24 cameras on this wash that are new. Old ones were good, really good, but we just wanted more, and it wasn't expandable at all.
So comparing 2025 to 2024, and I'm going to use some roundabout numbers explicitly for the reason of respect to my business partner. He doesn't want the numbers explicitly shared with the world, but I do want to get you guys pretty close to what the real factor is. We saw in 2024 about a 20% increase in revenue, which isn't super bad considering the fact that we had a tunnel open right next to our actual car wash. This year was definitely a heavy hitter, let's say, in terms of maintenance on the facility, but it's the first year that we didn't have to go out and spend a lot on capital expenditures. We've got the parking lot coming up. That's going to be between $70,000 and $100,000 in the future. We're going to have part of the parking lot restored, repaved, worked on, rather than the full thing turned up. It's just getting to the point that the water and the ice here in Ohio, especially in the winter months, are very, very detrimental overall. One thing I want you guys to consider, just looking at average car washes. The average car wash in the United States is a 3 self-serve bay, 1 automatic, just like mine, and they bring in $175,000 per year on average. So let's just take a look at that, and you guys can assess. Do you think that I'm at 10%, 20% over the average? Maybe I'm just average. I can tell you we're a little bit over average. So let's say I was just 20% over the average car wash. That means that my 2 car washes would have brought in about $420,000. We're just using rough numbers. And what I'm really trying to do is get to the point that we're maybe 35% over the average car wash. Still working on it. And the thing is with this, you've got to go after expenses as well as income. You can make all the money in the world, but your expenses can be terrible, and you end up not being efficient with money, and it'll kill you. Just for instance, over the last year, we've spent an average of right about $60,000 in water. Our water bill is becoming incredible. It's getting close, honestly, to the cost of our mortgage and our equipment loans. So we've got to attack that in the year coming in. If we can just save 20% on the water, that's going to be a $12,000 a year savings, which is something that we're going to go after. Here overall has been very, very good. Increased business across all fronts. The craziest thing that we've done is start accepting dollars and quarters, and it blows my mind how many customers bring in quarters and don't like using the dollars at all. That's been one of the most craziest things that I've seen, and it's been a great moneymaker. So if you could do it on your car wash, I would recommend it. I know that my buddy Chris Adkins that runs Car Wash Chronicles, he uses tokens and quarters, which is pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of tokens, but wanted to give you that clarity and some updates on the numbers. Wish you guys well for 2026. 2025 ended up pretty good. We've got this big competitor we're trying to deal with, and I'm hoping that we can do well against them, but we'll see.
Post a comment below if you have questions. Thank you guys for watching.